There are two people I want you to picture for a moment. Same job, same salary, the same number of years, quietly putting money away. One of them retires with more than $1 million. The other retires with a small fraction of that, staring at a statement and wondering where it all went. Neither earned more than the other. Neither caught some lucky rocket stock. The only thing that separated them was the container they poured their money into. That is the part almost nobody explains. You can save hard, live below your means, never miss a single month, and still watch a quarter of your wealth disappear before you ever spend a dime of it. Not to a market crash, not to a bad bet, to the account you happen to choose. Picture every dollar you invest walking through 3 gates. There is a gate when the money first goes in, a gate while it sits and grows over the years, and a gate when you finally pull it back out to live on. At each gate, someone is standing there ready to charge a toll. Sometimes it is the government, sometimes a fund company, sometimes a friendly man in a nice suit who calls himself an advisor. The right accounts wave your money straight through all 3. The wrong ones stop it and take a cut at every single one. So today I am going to walk you through the 3 accounts that wave your money through and the 4 that quietly charge a toll at every gate. Get the order right and you keep tens of thousands of dollars that would otherwise leak out without you ever noticing. The first account is the one sitting right there at your job, and most people only half use it, your workplace 401k. But here is the key. You only need it up to one specific point, the point where your employer stops matching what you put in. A typical match is somewhere between 50 cents and a full dollar for every dollar you contribute, usually up to around 6% of your pay. Stop and think about what that actually is. It is a guaranteed return on your money the instant it lands in the account, before the market does anything at all. There is no investment on earth that reliably pays you that. And yet, Vanguard, in its How America Saves report, found that a large share of workers never put in enough to grab the full match. They walk past free money every payday. So the first move is simple. Contribute exactly enough to capture every cent of that match, not necessarily $1 more in this account, because once the free money runs out, there is a better gate to walk through. That better gate is the second account, and it is the one almost nobody thinks of as an investment, because the word stuck on the front of it is health, the health savings account. Most people treat it like a little holding tank for doctor bills. They are missing what might be the most powerful account in the entire tax code. Remember the 3 gates? The money going in, the money growing, the money coming out. The health savings account is the only account in America that waves you through all 3 with 0 toll. Your contribution goes in untaxed. It grows untaxed for as long as you leave it. And it comes out untaxed when you use it for medical costs. No other account does all 3. Not the 401k, not the Roth, only this one. And here is the part the brochure buries. After a certain age, it loosens up and behaves like an ordinary retirement account for anything you want, while still staying completely tax-free for the medical bills that are coming, whether you like it or not. Fidelity estimates that an average couple retiring today will spend somewhere north of $300,000 on healthcare across their retirement. That is not a maybe. That is a near certainty. So an account built to pay exactly that bill, with no tax at any gate, is not a side dish. It is a main course. Yet most people leave a few $100s in it and spend the rest the moment it arrives. The third account is the one you have probably heard of and probably still under use, the Roth IRA. With a Roth, you pay your tax on the money once, up front, before it ever goes in. And then you are done forever. It grows for decades without a single tax along the way, and you pull it out in retirement completely tax-free. There is no toll at the growth gate and no toll at the exit gate. On top of that, the government never forces you to take the money out at a certain age the way it does with a traditional account. So it can sit and compound for as long as you live, and even pass to your kids with the tax advantage largely intact. For a younger person whose income and tax rate are likely lower now than they will be later, paying the tax today and never again is one of the cleanest deals available to a regular saver. So that is the order. Match first, then the health savings account, then the Roth. 3 accounts, each one built to skip a toll the others cannot. Get just those three working in that sequence, and you have already beaten the vast majority of people who think investing is only about which fund to pick. Now, let me tell you about Greg, because Greg did almost none of this, and Greg is the reason I am making this video. Greg was an engineer in his early 50s when his story reached me. By every outward measure, he had done the responsible thing. He saved. He was careful. He was the kind of man who read the fine print on a car warranty. But a few years earlier, a man with a warm handshake and an impressive business card had walked into his life and become his financial advisor. And that man did not point Greg toward a match, a health savings account, or a Roth. He pointed Greg toward the products that paid the man himself the largest commission. By the time Greg sat down to add it all up, he realized that the bulk of his savings had been poured into the 4 accounts that charge a toll at every gate. So let me show you those 4, the same 4 that quietly drained Greg, so the same thing never happens to you. The first toll account is whole life insurance sold to you as an investment. Now, life insurance has a real and important job, which is replacing your income if you die while people depend on it. But whole life, the kind with a cash value that the salesman swears will grow into a tidy nest egg, is a different animal. It comes loaded with enormous first-year commissions, thick annual costs, and a wall of surrender charges that punish you for taking your own money out in the early years. The returns that crawl out the other side after all those costs tend to be feeble compared with a plain index fund. For most people, insurance and investing should never be jammed into the same product. When they are, the salesman wins and you fund his win. The second toll account is the variable annuity. This one is sold hard to people right around Greg's age, the ones starting to feel nervous about the market. It promises safety and guarantees, and it delivers them wrapped in layers of fees that often stack up to 2 or even 3% of your money every year. The Securities and Exchange Commission has put out a plain investor bulletin warning people about exactly these layered charges and the long surrender periods that lock your cash away. 2 or 3% a year may sound small. Over the decades, it is anything but. It is a slow leak in the hull that never stops. The third toll account is not a product at all, but an arrangement. It is the high-fee managed account, the one where an advisor takes roughly 1% of everything you own every year for as long as you stay. 1%. It sounds almost polite, but run it forward across 30 years of compounding, and that single percent can quietly swallow somewhere around a quarter of your entire final balance. The Securities and Exchange Commission has actually published an example showing how a fee that small grinds away that much wealth over a long stretch of time. You are not paying for a service at that point. You are handing over a slice of every future dollar you will ever have in exchange for picks that, according to the long-running SPIVA studies, usually fail to beat a simple index fund anyway. The fourth toll account is the quietest one of all, and almost everyone is guilty of it. It is leaving money that should be invested for decades sitting in a plain savings account or a stack of certificates of deposit. It feels safe because the number on the statement never drops. But inflation is standing at the growth gate, taking its toll every year you are not looking. Money that earns next to nothing while prices climb is not being protected. It is shrinking in slow motion. Cash is the right tool for your emergency fund and for money you need soon. For the money meant to carry you through a retirement that could last 30 years, it is a slow and certain loss dressed up as caution. So look at what happened to Greg. He earned a good living. He saved diligently for years. He did the hard part that most people never manage. But he poured that effort into a whole life policy, a variable annuity, a 1% advisor, and a pile of idle cash, 4 gates, 4 tolls, year after year. Meanwhile, a neighbor of his, a man who earned noticeably less and never thought of himself as sophisticated, had simply grabbed his full match, fed a health savings account, and filled a Roth with a boring index fund. That neighbor is on track to retire with more than Greg on a smaller salary, having never once read the fine print on an annuity. Same effort, different containers, completely different ending. And that is the thing I most want you to walk away believing, because it runs against almost everything the financial world spends its money telling you. Building real wealth is far less about the clever pick than about the container you choose to hold it in. The order is not complicated. capture the match. Fund the health savings account. Fill the Roth. Then, and only then, add a simple taxable account if you still have more to invest. Walk your money through the gates that charge nothing, and walk it around the four that charge at every step. Do that, and you will keep the quarter of your wealth that people like Greg never even knew they were losing. The money you save is only half the battle. Where you put it decides who actually gets to keep it, you or the man with the warm handshake. My name is Ben. Stay sharp.